In this video today, I want us to know that the Lord uses dream to reveal himself to the believer, to give us revelations of him, visions of him, dreams of him, prophecies of him. The Lord uses dream to let you know that you have the Spirit of the Lord upon your life, in and upon you. In Acts chapter 2 verse 17, and it shall come to pass in the last days, saith God, I will pour out of my Spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Prophecy there in Revelation 19:10, it says, the spirit of prophecy is the testimony of Jesus Christ. That the testimony of Jesus Christ is the spirit of prophecy. So, when you get prophecy, if it does not point to the Lord Jesus Christ, discard that prophecy, because that's what it is. Your sons and your daughters shall prophesy. Your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams. Here are three scenarios. In the first scenario, I had finished prayer one night. I just put my head down to sleep. All of a sudden, the Lord came inside the room. Standing right by my side, I stood by his side. He was standing by my right hand side. Never uttered a word, neither did I say anything. But I had this understanding that he had control of me and whatever thoughts that were going through my head. We were like mirror images. Simultaneously, as I raised up my right hand, his right hand also went up. It's like standing in front of the mirror. You know how when you're young, you want to find out if the person in the mirror is different from the person who was standing outside. I tried to pull that stunt, but I suddenly realized that it was a mirror image. Whatever I was thinking, he knew. Whatever actions I wanted to take, he knew. Simultaneously, as I raised up my hand, he raised up his hand, just like a mirror image. I reached out, he reached out, I grabbed his hand, he grabbed my hand. These things were happening simultaneously, as though the person standing in the mirror. I let go, he let go. In another scenario, I had finished prayers one night. I was made to understand, after I had finished prayers, in a dream, that I have a guest, a visitor who is going to come in the following day. And so I should be prepared for this visitor. And so I woke up from that dream. The following day, after prayers, I laid down. All of a sudden, I was in a dream. I don't know where I'm coming from, but I'm coming to the house. When I got to the front of the door, there were this host of heaven, everybody dressed in white. And when I approached the door, this is my home now, but there was this host of heaven, everybody dressed in white. And so as I got to the gate, somehow I was lifted up immediately. And there was this song that was raised. Angels are singing, you are worthy, O Lord. As I was carried from the door all the way into the living room and seated in one of the, seated on the furniture was the Lord himself. And I was carried in the air, moved from one row to the next row to the next row, where the Lord was seated. And I stood. He was dressed in white. Everybody. It's not your usual white. It is a ceramic type white. Speaking of our heavenly clothing. And I woke up from that dream. Finally, in another scenario, I was made to understand I was traveling to the city of God. And when I got there, it's a house, a building in the center of the city. Everywhere was empty, but It was fenced with iron bars. And there was only a gate in front of the house, but the house was in the middle of the city, vast and open. But there's this big house right in the middle of this big city. However, the house was fenced. There were so many people standing at the fence. You couldn't go through. Many who pressed on trying to get inside could not. When I got there, somehow I just passed, went through the fences. They were like bars, standing straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. They weren't wide, it was narrow. And I walked right through it. I was made to understand that I had to get into the house. When I got to the house, there was a leaf gate. 2 gate men there popped the gate open. And when they opened the gate, they told me that others were invited, but they haven't made it yet. I have made it, but there's somebody else that I know that has already made it. I walked inside, opened up the door, and I saw a friend. And I called him and I said, "Oh, you're here." He says, "Yeah." I woke up from that dream. See, in 1 Corinthians 15, 6 to 8, Jesus Christ was seen by over 15 persons, over 500 persons. He was seen by James, he was seen by the apostles, then he was seen by Paul. That's in 1 Corinthians 15, 6 through 8. So, God uses dream to give us revelations of Jesus Christ. He uses dreams to speak to us, open our understanding in the scriptures, help us to grow in Jesus Christ. And so, I have wondered why so many pastors or thereabout have made light of dreams. I hope I have communicated to you that by way of dream, you get revelations of Jesus Christ, you get prophecies of Jesus Christ, you get dreams of Jesus Christ, you get visions of Jesus Christ. God bless you till we meet again. Bye.